I've had the pleasure of visiting Mexico before, but this was my first time in Mexico City, and although I have never been here before, there was a familiarity everywhere I went. Growing up in Central Washington didn't mean I was secluded from Mexican culture. On the contrary, as a young boy, my family surrounded me with the vibrancy of its people, the flavors of its food, and cultural traditions that I hope to pass on to my daughter. Being here now in the heart of the country felt more like home than I could have ever imagined.
I'm a Mexican-American, through and through, and it's one of those things where growing up in, Goldendale, Washington, you don't really feel different. You don't really feel like there's something unique about you. I mean, I just grew up with Spanish around the house, and, in certain foods, you just thought that's how everybody ate. I have, lived in Washington State my entire life. So it's a cultural, heritage, Mexicanos in Washington and Toppenish and Yakima. It's something I've been surrounded with all my life. So to be here and to kind of feel like, okay, this is where a lot of my roots came from.
Right.
My grandparents, Tomas and Maria Guzman, they were migrant workers, but also Juan and Fabiana Perales. So that was my mother's family. And they were all migrant workers, and they came up to Washington because a lot of migrant workers do. All the agriculturals there, picking strawberries and asparagus and apples and cherries and the whole gamut. And it's one of those things that my daughter, she's 13, and Ana Lucia asks me a lot about it. It's a responsibility for me to try to
share that with
to
her.
carry on that heritage and to embrace it and to really show how important it can be.
Yeah.
You get to some place like this, in the heart of Mexico, and you see the presidential palace and the cathedrals, and there's a lot of heritage and culture there that you just you get this little tickle inside going, boy.
It's called pride.
We all come from all over the world, and we need to celebrate that and cherish that and let people know that there's something good in having these differences amongst all of us.
I want to hug you. Hug me.
Love you.